Hi, my name is and this is my grandma. And she's gonna help me make aubergine and peppers mahshi because she's the expert in the house. And the reason I chose to make aubergine and peppers mahshi is because they're my favorite. And even though there are other types of mahshi like vine leaves and cabbage leaves, I just love this type. And you can stuff it in many ways. Like usually people stuff it with meat, but in my family we stuff it with rice and vegetables. Mahshi is a traditional dish in Egypt. That's because many people usually eat it on a weekly basis because it's just really good. And even though it's very complex, you have to add many ingredients and there are many steps to it. If you miss one step where you just don't add an ingredient, it just doesn't turn out as good as it was gonna be. Okay, so these are the ingredients we're gonna use to make mahshi. I'm gonna start with the ingredients for the filling. 6 cups of pre-washed Egyptian rice. And then 2 cups of finely chopped onions. They're frozen at the moment, but you can also use the fresh ones. And then 1 cup of finely chopped garlic. Then 2 cups of tomato puree with onions and vegetable oil. And then this is a cup of vegetable oil. And then 2 spoons of salt and pepper, 2 spoons of cumin, 2 spoons of cinnamon, 2 spoons of black pepper, and then 2 spoons of your favorite spice mix, and then 2 cups of parsley, 1 cup of dill, and then 1 cup of cilantro, and they're roughly chopped. And then don't throw away the stems because you're going to need them because you're going to align them on the bottom of the pot in order to give flavor to the mahshi and to prevent it from burning. In addition to the stems, you're going to add 2 sliced onions, and you're going to also align them on the bottom of the pot to add flavor and to prevent them from burning. And then this is the aubergine and the peppers. Okay, now we're gonna start coring the aubergine and the peppers, and we're gonna start with the peppers, and my grandma here is gonna help me because you need experience. And so she starts taking off the stem, and then with a knife she starts coring it, taking out seeds and takes them out so it can be clean, so we can add the rice and all the vegetables. And this is what it looks like at the end. And now we're gonna do the aubergine, and you take off the stem, and then and then with a core you start twisting it in one by one, and then you take out all the aubergine that's inside, and then you start coring it. So it's all out. It has to be, she has to make room for the rice and the vegetables, all those things. And you need practice, that's why I'm not really doing it. And this is what it looks like at the end. Okay, so we're gonna put the pot on medium heat on the stove, and then we're gonna put the oil first. And then the tomato puree. And then the onions, which are finely chopped. And the garlic, also finely chopped. She's just gonna like stir just to melt it because it's frozen. Then all the spices, cumin, cinnamon, black pepper, salt and pepper. Then she's gonna mix them all together. And my grandma here is helping me make this because she's experienced more than I am. And this takes about 10 minutes, and then now she's gonna add the rice one by one so it doesn't fall out. And she's gonna mix it all together. It's kind of hard. It takes a long time to get the flavor. And it smells amazing. We put it in a bigger plate so she can start mixing it with the parsley and the dill and the cilantro. It's easier to mix in a bigger plate. Now she adds the vegetables. And she mixes because it's easier. She takes out all the stems because you can't put them in the mahshi. So now I'm gonna align the onions on the bottom of the pot. And the stems. Spread them out. And now the stems on top. And this should add flavor and prevent it from burning. Okay, so now we're gonna stuff the peppers and the aubergine. Take rice and with your finger, push it in. Don't want to add too much so it can cook. And also you leave an inch because the rice grows in size. And you place it in the pot. Then you take the pepper and then you do the same thing. It's easier in this one. You also leave an inch because it grows in size. And you place it in the pot. And you keep on doing this until you fill up the whole pot, and that's it. So this is what the pot looks like after you have put in all the aubergine and the peppers. And now we're gonna add 3 cups of hot chicken stock. And you pour it over it. Okay, so after that you cover it and then you bring it to a boil and you lower the heat and you let it simmer for about 45 minutes until it has absorbed all of the liquid. And this is the end result. Enjoy.
Yum.